Hello, everyone, and welcome to this afternoon, where we are going to be talking about opportunities in Malta. I welcome you all on behalf of the Indian Chamber of International Business. And we have with us today Mr. Aaron Farrugia, who is the former Minister of Malta. He had been representing various sectors under the ministry, including transport, infrastructure, capital projects, environment, planning, and climate change. We are very happy to have him as our representative of the Chamber of Commerce in Malta and to support Indian companies and businesses to expand their business and look at opportunities in Malta. It's a lovely country. I would now like to pass on the baton to Aaron. Welcome, Aaron, to us and to India virtually, I must say. And the floor is yours, please. You're on mute, Aaron. Just unmute yourself.
Yeah. So good morning, everybody. It's a morning here in Malta still, but in the afternoon in India, I know that. Thank you, Manpreet, for giving me this opportunity to pitch our services to Indian companies whom I've met a lot in the past year because I've been 2 times in India meeting a number of companies. I've been to Mumbai 2 times. I've been to Delhi. I've been and then I had the opportunity to visit the countries, the countryside of Jaipur and Udaipur as well. So somehow I've learned a lot about India, the Indian business, and the opportunities alike. So rightly so, I am a former minister from Malta. Malta, as you know, is one of the member states of the European Union. It's also a Commonwealth country. Now, Malta is not just an entry gate to the European Union, North Africa, and beyond, but is the fastest growing economy in the European Union in the last 10 years. I had the pleasure to represent the government in different ministerial roles in the last 10 years, under 2 prime ministers in different sectors. In January of last year, I took the decision, being 44 years old, that it's time for me to move a bit into the private sector and use my expertise as a lawyer and as an economist with my huge network, which I formed in the last 10 years, for the services of my new company, which I set up last year, Economic, and with whom I have the pleasure to serve with a number of people who are on the same wavelength. So we have clients all over the world, from Dubai to China, from Spain to Greece, from Malta to a lot of other countries. And we do this in 2 ways. We serve as a corporate affairs company, so anything corporate, onboarding of companies, opening of bank accounts, trusts, and whatnot. We also do services for high net worth individuals. Starting with aircraft registration, super yacht registration. I've mentioned trusts as well, which we have a lot, but also wealth and tax management. You know quite well that Malta has one of the best and most attractive tax regimes. Our corporate tax per year is of 5%, even less than in Dubai. Because in Dubai now, in the last year and a half, it's moved up to 9%, unless you are in a free trade zone, and that is a bit complicated. So we are pitching Malta as being a place where you can have a trading, a holding company, we can have a triangulation, and you benefit from 5% corporate tax. The real estate sector here is very strong and very, 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 very ludicrous. So if you want to invest your money, this might be the place where you look at. Not just the hospitality, the tourists, which now spend approximately 3 million people every year, but also real estate in terms of apartments, etc. So we cater for that as well. One further service which we cater for, and that's why I was in India last year, is migration investment. Now, Malta has 2 programs. Malta has the Maltese citizenship, which is the 5th strongest in the world. That is the way to get a Maltese passport. Now, I know that Indian citizens cannot have 2 passports. They can have only 1 passport. And that's why the Maltese government catered for this as well, through the Malta Permanent residency program, the MPRP, through which one can live in Malta forever with his family in just one application. And you get also a free Schengen visa again forever. So you can roam, if you're a businessman, you can travel to France, to Italy, Spain, you know, the Scandinavian countries, the Baltic countries, without any problems. And we have very, very, very good and attractive prices for that. With the citizenship, that's the passport. Then I know that there are some people who opt. I think before the phone call, I was talking about the migration investment in Malta. That's why I was in India last year. We had a number of clients who were seeking either the Maltese citizenship, that's the Maltese passport, or the Maltese permanent residency program. There are two different programs, both of which lead to have the possibility of living in Malta, getting the Schengen visa and whatnot. So with that, I wanted to emphasize that if an Indian national is seeking a Maltese passport, that's a European passport basically, and Malta has agreements with 250 countries through which one doesn't need a visa. So it's not just the member states of the European Union, but also some 250 countries with which one can travel without visas, etc. Of course, once you get the Maltese passport, you become Maltese, so you can benefit from the healthcare of Malta, the education system, and also of the European Union, because one can have his children studying at Bocconi in Milano, can have the children studying or working in France, in Germany, etc. With the residency program, this is something a bit different. You don't become a Maltese. You can still have your passport, your nationality, but you get a residency permit here in Malta. So you can live with your family in Malta forever, and you get also a Schengen free visa, which is approximately 28 countries, including also Switzerland, Liechtenstein, and Iceland. So basically, these are the services we cater for as economic. Now, myself as a former minister with my huge network, I can also connect with other countries, with former prime ministers, with former or current ministers, wherever it is, because I've met a lot of people in my role as a minister of the government of Malta. Of course, I serve also a number of companies. I serve them as an advisor, as a consultant. It could be also I can see that some people are already asking about some of the services we offer. I will definitely send you all the information you need after the phone call, or else if you need, I can also talk about it in further detail. But with the clients I have, through which I am an advisor, there are companies which are into the corporate side. There are companies which are also on the construction side, the foreign trade, that is the export and the import. So anything, even if you have tenders which you want us to join you to compete, we can do that. Another company which is also doing very well on the international sphere is Pitematic, to which I am also an advisor. This is a company which delves into waste treatment and waste management, and it is winning tenders all over the world, from Libya to Spain, from Romania to other countries, including Malta. So if you have any companies which would like to join forces with Pitematic to bid for tenders in India or in other countries, we will be very happy to discuss this. So all in all, if I had to put everything in a nutshell, I can also be an advisor, a consultant to Indian companies. Some of companies would like to have a former minister of a European Union government to be on their books, to be an advisor, to join some meetings, to join some negotiation procedures. That is me. And of course, I can do that. I am one of the 40 under 40 EU representatives chosen by the European Commission. and I am also an IVLP alumnus of the United States of America Department of State. That is about me. As for the company which I have, Economic, I have other people working for me, of course, spanning from different sectors, but we offer a number of services. Again, the high net worth individuals, we can do corporate, we can offer taxation management. I said Malta has a 5% corporate tax per year, and the migration investment, which is also very, very interesting with both programs, which one can delve into. Of course, what we do it together. If, for example, I can mention the migration investment, whoever brings the client, of course, will be rewarded. For a Maltese citizenship, Maltese passport, we can give up to 10,000 euro, and for the residency program, we can give up to 5,000 euro as well. Of course, I can delve into the specifics about the program, but I think this video being recorded is just to pitch the services which we offer, and then we take it from there. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Aaron. We would like to open this up for questions, if you're okay with that. And we have
Absolutely.
So I request all of you all to please one by one raise your hands, unmute yourself, introduce yourself, and ask your question. And Aaron should be happy to respond. Anyone would like to ask a question, or how about modalities? Please feel free to unmute and ask a question.
ठीक है मैं इसको कर देता हूँ
Kamalpreet, any questions from your side? Jennifer, Param?
Arun, this is Kamalpreet Singh. I'm CEO and the founder of Passage Consultants. We are based in New Delhi, and we are into immigration services and study abroad. We have a presence pan-India, and we are seeking to have an opportunity where we can get an association for these residencies and the citizenship plans.
Very well. Very well. May I answer now, or should I take all the questions and answer later, as you wish?
I will share my email ID on the text, so we can coordinate on over that.
We'll forward all details to Aaron. Not a problem. Yeah. So Aaron, you can answer now, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I know that there is a lot of interest from India lately about the residency program. So far in the last few years, China was the biggest, I would say, applicant of such projects and programs, but India is picking up as well. So yes, it is very interesting that your company is willing to delve into this. I know there are many clients who would like to pitch our services, including the migration investment program. So anytime I can give you more information about it. Just to put you in the picture, with the passport is a bit expensive. So it's not an investment type of program. There is a fund by the Maltese government, and one has to put money inside of it. It's not an investment. So it's basically a donation to the Maltese government. And one then has the opportunity to either buy property or to rent property. Of course, the cheapest would be the renting, but what some people choose to buy because it's also an investment in itself. Because in 3 years' time, in 4 years' time, that apartment will almost double in the price, and then they sell it. So there are different means to acquire the passport, but the passport will cost approximately 1 million euro in all. Of course, considering that one can also have his family joining, etc. And it will take 1 year to get it. So we start with the residency, and after the residency, you get the passport. And that is the program, the Maltese citizenship program. With the other program, which is much more cheaper, you still keep your nationality, but you get a residency program in Malta forever. And this will cost approximately 125,000 euro. Here as well, you need a property which you can buy or you can lease. But I can delve into the specifics, who is allowed, who is eligible, and the benefits of it later on, of course. But definitely, the benefits are there. With the residency program, you can get you will get a Schengen visa for all your life, so you can go around Europe all the time without any visa constraints. And you can live the life of a European, as in there are some people who like living in Europe, studying in Europe, etc. With the passport, it's something different. With the passport, you get all the rights of a Maltese citizen, just like I have. So from healthcare to education, from traveling to 250 countries without any visa, to many other things. So definitely it's worth looking at.
Thank you, Aaron. There are two more questions that I have received before the meeting. So one is like for SME companies, because Malta is not itself
Yes.
a big market, but it has access to the entire European Union. So do you think it's a good opportunity for SME companies to enter Malta and to look at partners, distributors?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Malta became a hub for SMEs. And we can also, my company at least, can also help you get the funding for your SME or your startup. We can open markets to you. We can help you do SWOT analysis, CBAs, etc. And also, there is also the startup visa. So a company which will qualify for it, the owners will get also a startup visa. I wanted also to mention one thing, which is the nomad visa. I know that many Indian nationals are working for companies, but they can work from anywhere they want. Some of the people go to Bali, some people go to Thailand, but Malta is becoming fast also an option. And we can also offer a nomad visa to those who want to work from Malta to any international company.
Perfect. And what do you think? What are the sectors that would be interesting from Malta point of view for an Indian company?
Well, the sectors are many. I mean, you can start from the tourism sector, which is very big here in Malta. So anything ancillary to the tourism sector would do. Definitely the real estate, which is very lucrative, very lucrative. So basically, whoever in Malta makes money, reinvest it in real estate, because that's the fastest way to grow your money. But then we have a number of sectors which are growing up. So from the gaming industry to the fintech, which are picking up a lot here in Malta, and anything which touches also with factories, etc. So whatever you need, let me know, and I will open the doors for you. I mean, the good thing about my past 10 years in government is that I know everyone. Everyone is a phone call away, and I can fast track basically whatever you need.
Thank you so much, Aaron. It was lovely to have you. Any other questions?
Any other question?
Harpreet, I have one. Can I?
Yes, please.
Hi. My name is Rishi Singla. We have an Ayurvedic company, so we produce Ayurvedic medicines. Just wanted to know what is the scope of Ayurveda in your country, and is it like acceptable, and are they accepting Indian products there?
Come again. Do you mind repeating the question, please? I didn't take the question. Yeah.
Sorry.
So
We
you are coming from the pharmaceutical industry, yeah?
Yes. So natural medicines, it's Ayurveda. So just wanted to know the scope of Ayurveda in Malta, and whether Ayurvedic products are acceptable, or do they need any registrations, or are there any restrictions, or if you would know how the industry is operating in Malta.
Definitely, pharmaceuticals are very popular. I know that a lot of Indian products come to Malta. I know that because Malta is a hub also for pharmaceuticals. So basically, you know that Malta is a few nautical miles away from the international trade route between Gibraltar and the Suez Canal. So what happens is that a lot of the products coming from China and India stop in Malta, and then the distribution to Europe is done there. Also we cater to North Africa. Definitely need registration. I am not very much into pharmaceuticals myself. I can ask, of course, my colleagues about it, but we can help, we can assist. So whatever you need, just send me an email or a text message. We get all the information and I will help you set up 100%.
All right. Thank you so much.
Anyone here? Is,
Arun.
Mr. Rajan Thakur here? He had a question on IT services and company. Rajan, are you there?
Yes. Hi, sir. Thank you for.
Hello.
I would like to specifically ask about the IT sector in Malta. How is it and how we can expand to the Europe using the Malta base?
Yes, that's what many companies are doing. They're using Malta as a hub, not just because Malta is in the center of the Mediterranean between Europe and Africa, so you can reach both continents there, but Malta is the fastest growing economy in the European Union. That's why many companies are moving here. We have a very good and strong infrastructure, especially when it comes to telecoms, etc. And definitely it is something which you should look at. Of course, you can set up a company here in Malta. The competition is not the competition is there, so you will have to compete. But definitely, if you have a good product, you can reach Europe and North Africa from Malta 100%.
Thank you so much. Any other questions? We have time for one last question.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear us?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, this is Ankit here, and our company is based in Mumbai, and we are into manufacturing of SS fittings and walls used in oil gas industries, petrochemical industries. Okay,
Mhm.
so would just like to know what is the scope of our items in Malta? Can you just guide us or?
Well, definitely you can have a look at Libya from Malta. Malta is one of the closest countries to Libya. Now, Libya, of course, when it comes to the sector you mentioned, is very strong. They need a lot of services, and being in Malta or going through Malta is the best way to reach either the northern side of Tripoli or the southern side of Benghazi. You know that there are two governments there.
Right.
I will be in Benghazi in April of this year. I was in Tripoli 3 times last year. There is a lot of opportunities there. So definitely one should definitely explore going to Libya and moving into the sector that you mentioned via Malta, and I can help you do it. I have the contacts.
Okay, great. So how do we take this forward? Like we submit our catalogs or?
Yes. We can start. We can take it from there by giving me your catalogs, and then I can lead you forward accordingly.
Ankit,
Right,
you
that
can
sounds great.
submit to the ICIB office and they'll do the needful and we'll connect you directly.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Anyone? Any more?
Yeah, hi, hi, Aaron. This is Vivek. I'm from a mining company based out of North India, Fortune Stones, and I would like to understand from you the status of the infrastructure development and construction growth in Malta, and how the demand happens for stone and marble.
Yes. So basically, in the last 10 years, Malta have seen tremendous investment in infrastructure. The country had to pick up, not just because of the tourism sector, which moved from 1 million to 3 million people overnight, but also because Malta has full employment,
Okay.
zero unemployment rate. And
Okay.
we have to bring a lot of people from abroad, from other countries to cater for our industries. So the industry had to make a quantum leap, not just when it comes to water and sewage, but also through electric cables and also the streets themselves, the roads themselves. So the investment in infrastructure by government was very, very heavy in the last 10 years, and we still keep on going on. So definitely it is also a sector which you might be interested in. Of course, I know the way because I was a minister for infrastructure myself in my last portfolio. There are some ways and means to register your company and then to register for tenders, etc. Yes, definitely, it is a way forward.
So, does Malta has any port nearby, or it uses some other country's port for the if you are importing goods from other places?
No, Malta has one of the best ports in Europe. Malta has the Malta Free Port, is the free trade zone. I was the CEO of the free trade zone of Freeport between 2013 and 2015 before going into parliament. Malta is a hub, a big hub. There are 300 million 20-foot equivalent unit containers coming to Malta. And then, as I said, the big ships come to Malta, and then the distribution is done from Malta to Europe and North Africa.
Is it Marshall port, I believe?
Marshall, correct.
Marshall, okay. Okay, great, Aaron. Thank you. I'll be sharing my details with the ICIB office, and would like to get your contact also to share the different details for further details. And
my pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and thank you, Aaron. It's a pleasure to have you with us, and I'm sure that this is just a beginning. And we hope that this is just the beginning of the engagement, and we'll be having many more engagements. We'll be inviting you to many more forums. We'll be inviting you to guide us on Malta and EU entry for Indian companies. And of course, we are happy to help Maltese companies to come to India and to look at finding partners in India. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was lovely to have you. And we'll be forwarding you the contact details of the companies from our side.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you
and have a good day. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being part of this. We hope that this was beneficial. Please do send us an email at the official email ID, which is office@icib.org.in, and we'll be happy to take care of your queries. Thank you once again for being with us. It was a pleasure and honor. Thank you, Aaron, once again.
Pleasure was mine. Thank you.